Good evening. This is Pat Hammer. I'm the East Coast Vice President of Sales for Anderson Coffee. And I guess you're Sandy.
Yes. And my job position is the Director of Food and Beverages for the 3-star Statler Hotel in Ithaca, New York.
Okay. It's nice for you to have this discussion. And it seems as if your company is interested in our coffee. First, I would like to find out if you know anything about our company.
Sure. I have heard good things through my customers as we have tried it, and your coffee has been in a marginal blind study. People have preferred that to other brands, 3-to-1 ratio. And I'm familiar with a few of your customers. One of my good friends actually uses Anderson coffee.
Okay, well, that's really good. But just to give you some background of the culture of our company, we provide, as you know, we provide premium coffee, and because of that, we tend to charge a premium price. And our business is local. We also have an extension of different coffee flavor, and we offer customer advanced clinic and consultation, our coffee brewing and water filtration. And we supply an extensive research and development effort of the growing process and brewing of our coffee. And also my company is also committed to paying independent farmer a fair price that allow them to earn a living wage. So basically that's our culture. So I'm not sure if you have any question after that.
Sure. I guess I'll just go into giving you a little background on us, and then I'll tell you why we're interested. We're located near the center of Cornell University, and we're attached to the School of Hotel Administration. So we have an educational program where we will have the future managers and staff of different hotels around the country and maybe around the world. We have a high reputation to continue to keep, and one of our main focuses on that is our coffee. So we currently use a different vendor, and we're looking to increase to a more superior brand and flavor. So that's why we're reaching out to you guys to see if we could work up a deal that would benefit both of us.
Okay. Well, I'm taking notes as you go along. So, I see. Okay, so one advantage of using Anderson coffee is that the modern technology has reduced the perishability of our product. And Anderson, as I mentioned, we have a wide flavor coffee, and we sold well. And I also mentioned that we invest in research. So if we're able to come up with a deal, I know you won't be disappointed in our coffee.
Awesome.
So now that we get that out of the way, would you like to discuss the price at this time and why we came up with our bid?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Just to start out, we bid at $7.94 per pound, and you estimated to give us you plan on giving us business of 10,000 pounds for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we would consider you a moderate customer, because customer who do a large quantity, we tend to give them a very nice discount. So.
Okay. So we wouldn't be considered a large quantity at 10,000?
No, you would not be considered a large quantity, because you would be a moderate customer at this point with the quantity that you're giving us. And the bid that we're offering you is $7.94. I'm not sure if that is what you're thinking about that price.
Well, that is a little bit higher than what we're used to. We have paid $4.70 per pound. Up until recently, we're looking to switch, like, negotiations, contracts. We're not as pleased with the vendor we are currently using. Would there be any room for negotiation? I know that one of my friends uses Anderson, and they pay $5.95 per pound. But I do realize they have more, like they are obviously ordering like almost 3 times as much in quantity. But with our affiliation with the hotel school, we think that the publicity and marketing for your coffee supplier may have high interest in accepting a lower bid because, like I said previously, we have some future management of hotels and our customers and affiliation with the hotel administration school. We think that may help us with our bid ask.
Well, definitely, as you mentioned, the 593 is our large customer, and those are the ones we offer the big discount to. But coming in at 470, I'm going to tell you that at this point, we would not be able to accept that deal because we would not be profitable. Because, as I mentioned, the hotel is in central New York, and it's quite a distance from where most of our business are located and where we deliver to. And because of that, we would incur a transportation fee of almost $1 just to deliver to your customer. So $4.70 to do business, it would not be profitable for us.
Sure. I recognize that, and I know that the vendor we have previously worked with, product isn't as great as yours is, so we're willing to pay a little more to get better product.
Well,
okay.
I don't mean to interrupt, but there's such a wide gap between our $7.94 and $4.70, and and like what I mentioned to you, we pay our farmer a fair price to earn a living, and these farmers are in the third world country, and also we are trying to develop those countries. So we take corporate social responsibility very seriously. And as you mentioned, your student, this is something that they would want to get involved in. So to start out at 470 is very, very low.
Sure. Yep. I just meant that was what we had been paying previously, just to give you a ballpark of where our budget was. But I guess our first offer would be $5.95 per pound.
And at $5.95, I think we would not be able to do business either at $5.95, just for the freight alone. And I know we are hoping to do business and expand our delivery to your area. But right now, at this time, with all the freight costs, we cannot. $5.95 would also be too low for us to do business with your company.
Okay. And I know we're very invested, so we would like to continue to pursue Anderson. Do you think that you have any negotiation from $7.94? Would you be willing to go down at all?
Well, being that there was such a large gap, what would you think at $7.60?
$7.60 is a little high for us, just since we had previously been going at $4.70 per pound. So that would be a lot more with our 10,000 pounds per year quantity.
So are you looking for something in this $6 range? Because just 1 minute, I just do some calculation here. Well, the best we could do, probably we could do, if we could split the freight, because right now the freight is 80 cents, and that is really would hit our bottom line right now. And so if we could do $6.95 plus if we split the freight and only pay 40 cents, and we come up with a price at $7.35, I can tell you probably we could do that, but with that, you have to provide us with a 2-year contract. And on the second year, if you could increase the quantity to probably to 15,000 or 14,000 a year, we could probably do $7.35 if we, and with a extension of the contract.
Okay. I would be fine with a 2-year contract. I would love to follow a contract. In the past, we had issues with our previous vendor trying to increase or just completely go without legal documentation against our contract. So I'm all for the contract. 2 years is fine. I think that we would be able to increase our purchasing probably within the next year, because like I said, with our affiliation, with being by the school, we would like to try to entice them into purchasing Anderson as well. So maybe we could combine with them and add to our annual quantity. So that would be an idea. Let me see for our price. So would we be paying what was the price?
Final cost would be $7.35. That's the best we can do. It would be $6.95 plus if we split the freight, and then we could do $7.35 as the final cost, because that will you will be getting quality coffee, and like what I told you about our extension of the flavored coffee, and we could reach a deal at the $7.35.
Okay.
Would you second year, not to cut you, if the second year, if after the first year, which I know you will be pleased with our coffee, after the second year, if you want us to meet again for another negotiation at the price, we probably could do that if you're satisfied with our coffee, and if you're definitely giving us much more business, we could probably come a second year and negotiate the price again.
Okay. So I am still very interested in the coffee. Would you be willing to do $7.20 by any chance?
Unfortunately, based on my calculation, and also I think you also mentioned something about the maintenance of the machines, that if it's broken, we can do that. So, and like as I mentioned before, we offer clinic free of charge. There would be no charge for this extension. So apart from the $7.35, you'll be getting other packages that is free of charge. So we cannot go below the $7.35.
Okay. Those packages are interesting, and sorry I wasn't clear on that. That's great. So $7.35, and all of that would be included. I can try to move around some other of my budget to make this work, because I'm trying to work with the Cornell Dining Hall, bidding on some things that we use the same items, I guess, but they get a better deal. So I'm working on taking expenses away from certain areas, and our coffee is very key to our reputation. So I think we could do the $7.35 deal, and after, if we get some more customers or to add to us, or if we are developing a better business relationship, maybe we can renegotiate.
My company is open. We can renegotiate, because like what I said to you, our largest customer, which based on our reputation, you know, we offer some of our customer $5.93 a pound. So if you're satisfied after the year, we could let the first year be like a trial. then we can come back and negotiate at a better price. And within that time, we might find some other customer in the central New York area. So we won't have that expense of the freight of 80 cents just delivering to your customer, because we could also deliver to other customer within that area. So we won't have that financial burden of the transportation cost. So yes, if you're happy, we're happy with the 735, and to have a second meeting a year from today, once you decide if you can increase the volume and everything.
Sure. And we'd be happy to help with the publicity and marketing in our area, in hopes that other businesses are just as pleased as we are. Since we have confidence in your coffee, hopefully we'll be able to develop more of a business plan.
Okay, so I guess we have a deal. So what I'll do, I'll put everything, I've taken a lot of notes. I'll put everything in writing, and I think I have your email. So what I'll do, I'll send you a copy of the contract to review, to see if you have any question. And then once it's finalized, I'll put a copy in the mail and also email you a copy. So I'm not sure if you have any other question, but I think we have a deal.
Awesome. Thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to the documents, and we can go ahead with our signatures, and then we'll be in touch.
Yeah, it was nice working with you, and I'm glad we were able to work out a deal. And based on our customers, I know you will not be disappointed in our coffee, and also our service, because customer service is one of the biggest thing. And that's something, if you have a problem with our coffee, you can always call our customer service and they will be happy to help you. But I don't think you will ever use the customer service, because you will be very pleased with our coffee.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.